Hello and welcome all my beautiful vibrant hearts and ephemeral souls who are Cancer suns, have big Cancer placements, or are cross watchers for Cancer. Welcome to your month ahead messages. We are going to be looking at the month of October 2024. If you are looking for love messages, I have a tier on my Patreon that looks at just that. That's going to be linked down below. Gives you access to all of the month ahead zodiac love messages so you can watch for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever tickles your fancy. You guys, this hair, I cannot get this to stay the way I want it to. That's okay. So that's going to be linked down below. We also do random like zodiac pairing readings throughout the month where I roll the dice and figure out which two signs, again, at random that we are reading for. So it's lots of good stuff. So that will be down below. The way today's reading is going to work is that I am going to pull an oracle card to look at your overarching theme for the month ahead. I will pull tarot for further clarification, details, insight, all that good jazz. At the end, I will pull 3 cards from the Coffee Cup Oracle, and these will represent your major overarching energies or events in love. That's what we're going to explore in depth on Patreon. So if what comes out there seems like it might resonate or is of interest to you, that could be a sign there are messages there for you. Last thing before we dive in is that if you're looking to book a personal with me, you can do so through my website, which is linked down below. So now that I've talked your ear off, let's get into it. Something that I've been mentioning with all of the signs, all the videos so far, is that this is the time of year when the veil between the spirit realm and our own is at its thinnest. So my intention with this oracle card is to look at where you're getting the most keen insight, guidance, wisdom. This could be just your own intuitive, like inner knowing. This could be if you're getting tarot readings or you're seeking out like mentorship, or just people in your life are offering you advice, where you're going to get the most accurate, concise, clear advice in your life. So now let's see what you guys get. It's definitely this. Definitely. The witch is showing up at the bottom. That's so interesting because this was the primary energy for both Gemini and Leo. So I don't know if you have those placements as well, or if you have people with those signs in your life. But there's been a big message here of personal empowerment, right? It's the earthly weaver of worlds. So a lot of you guys are figuring out, I'm seeing how something, even though this has come out multiple times, I'm getting slightly different messages. For you guys, I feel like there's an undertone here of seeing how all of the pieces fit together. I'm really drawn to like the weaving imagery. All the pieces fit together. You might see somebody's real intentions is something I'm getting. You might see like a pattern, a cause and effect pattern. There's a card sticking out. It's getting my attention. Hang on. Hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes. That's a Cancer card if ever I've seen one. So for some of you, this is about people you live with. This is about family. But you're seeing how we had a lot of like fire imagery as well. So, you know, again, fire signs might be significant to you. You're seeing how all the pieces fit together. There's, again, a cause and effect. I keep getting that. So, woo, okay. You guys got, hang on, I have a stray hair. You guys got a little bit of a difficult one. You have the zombie with control. Okay, so we have the full moon in the background as well. The full moon time, which would be, I have a lunar calendar, October 17th, may be extra significant here. This is what I mean. I feel like you are going to be shown this month very, very clearly where somebody else might be trying to control a dynamic that affects you, and where within that dynamic you can take back your power, right? This might be the power to end something with the tombstone imagery, the full moon. You know, somebody might be trying to kind of keep things going. Somebody might be trying to keep things, like keep the status quo the way it is. And that's something that you're getting insight to, you're being like, you're privy to by the end of the month. I feel like a lot of you guys are not having it. I want to look at this card but not take it. The 7 of Cups. There has been a lot of confusion in this situation. And in this deck, it's the White Knight. So you could have somebody who either you're always stepping in and saving, or like they need to be the hero. They like positions or like dynamics where, you know, their position is that of power, right? They can come in and save the day. They can be the hero. The King of Pentacles in reverse. The thing is, I don't feel like this person has ill intentions. Like they don't mean any harm. They're not malicious intentions. But this person, I feel like, has a lack of self-worth. You could be dealing with an earth sign. The letters W, M, or R might be important. This person might have a distinct lack of self-worth. They could be struggling with their stability, potentially, but it's again, a lack of self-worth, and that's why they put themselves in this position of needing to be the hero. For some, what is this card that's sticking out? Hang on. Forgiveness is here with reducing burdens. Okay. For some, sorry, whenever forgiveness comes out, I always look at like forgiveness not necessarily as like accepting something back into your life, but mostly just coming to terms with and accepting things the way they are in order to release it, right? It's derivative of an energy of flow. But like for some, this person, it's like they need to insert themselves and like try to be like a savior to other people. They might try to kind of keep you in a role where you need their help, so keep you a little bit reliant on them. And again, I don't think it's they have malicious intentions, but with this control, they are trying to control the dynamic, how you see them. This could even be for some of you, there's like a parent where they, just because with that happiness, you know, that hearth energy, that would indicate home and family. This could be like a parent who, you know, almost kind of like needs you to be like not really be growing up in order to be able to like be the savior person. This person has a hard time cutting the apron strings. For some, this is, you could have like a co-parenting situation, and it's kind of like your co-parent could like need you to be, again, the King of Pentacles, they're reversed. They need you to appear like you don't have your stuff together or you're not improving your life, right? Maybe that's been the dynamic between the two of you for a long time, whether it's a co-parenting situation or not. It's been the dynamic for a long time that they come in and they offer, you know, reassurance. They offer maybe financial assistance. They offer some sense of stability. That's their sense of control, right? That's their sense of, how they get their sense of worth here, right? And so while I don't think they want to do it necessarily like exclusively at your expense, it feels like they don't know how to let the dynamic change because this is the role they know how to play in order to feel good about themselves. The Two of Pentacles reverse, interesting. Temperance, there we go, Sagittarius energy. And the Ace of Pentacles reverse. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like a lot of you guys, pardon my little itch here. A lot of you guys with the Two of Pentacles reverse, you're making some changes in your life. A lot of you, you know, you're coming into greater balance. Some of you, you're having to give something up with the Two of Pentacles in reverse in order to create balance with the Temperance here. You know, you're not kind of like trying to keep like a foot in both, you know, in both camps here. Especially with this Ace of Pentacles reverse, you're letting something else go in order to be a more stable person. And it feels like this person that you're dealing with is almost trying to kind of get you to stay in an unbalanced energy, right? Where you're juggling, you're really strong. It feels like whatever this is, you know, you've been juggling these two things, right? Maybe who you were and who you're turning into, like a main gig and a side gig, right? There's something here. It feels like whatever this, I'm going to clarify in a moment. You've been juggling between these two things, these two parts of self, and it feels like that's made it hard to really build anything with the Ace of Pentacles reverse. And it kind of feels like this person's trying to keep you in that energy. So like, let's say if you have like a job that you, let's say for some of you, you're like, you know, starting your own business, or you're trying to get some project off the ground and it's taking a lot of your time and energy. If you're thinking about like, okay, maybe I should put this on pause for a little bit, secure a more stable financial position, and then I'll reevaluate. This would be the person that's like, well, you can't give up on your dreams. Yes, that's very valid. Like, that's a really encouraging message. But there's like, it's specifically with this person, whatever it is, they're like trying to kind of keep you in, again, a lack of stability. That's just like a small example. For some of you, your living situation is coming into play. So for some of you, wherever you're at, it's like you're just barely managing, you're just barely getting by financially, but you might be thinking about like kind of downsizing or, you know, getting a roommate. And it feels like this person's trying to like pressure you to hold on to whatever it is that you've got. And it's like, well, you know, again, because it's whatever it is, they want to kind of keep you in that energy. So like, let's say if they've had to step in and save the day a lot, or they've had to help you financially, or just because it seems like resource wise, especially, you've been spread a little bit thin lately, or even just your time and energy, right? You've been spread a little thin. It feels like this allows them to show up in other areas and be like the person that is present, that is showing up, right? And it feels like they're encouraging you to try to stay with this dynamic. So a lot of you guys are going to see this very clearly. What is this Two of Pentacles reverse? Oh, two cards came out. The Wheel of Fortune reversed and the Knight of Swords. It feels like whatever this cycle is, you guys have pinpointed and identified. And I'm really drawn into the fact that it's the trio. So there could be you, this person, and somebody else involved. It feels like you guys have pinpointed and identified what is just not working, right? The Wheel of Fortune reverse is like you're having a bad luck cycle, right? And it's kind of like, you know, this is the wheel of fate, the wheel of karma. And if fate's not moving in your favor, it's kind of just like, okay, all right, I get it. We have a lot of Sagittarius energy showing up here as well. We also have Gemini, in case those are significant for you. But it's kind of just like, you know, you guys have spent time, and this is why I feel like with the Knight of Swords here, you guys have kind of enacted a plan. You guys have an idea of how to move forward in a better direction. What's at the bottom of the deck? The Three of Cups reverse. Yeah, this, for some of you, this is a friend. But it's kind of like, you know, there's a decision being made, right? There's like, it's just like, okay, you know, I like this thing. It makes me happy, but it's not good for me. Or like, I like both of these things, but I can't, you know, I can't half-ass two things. I got a whole ass one thing. And you guys have already decided what this, you know, figured out what this is and made decisions about how to improve your situation. How to, for some, with Temperance, the Three of Cups reverse, you could be making a decision to improve your health. Like you could be making a decision to, you know, stop partying, cut down on or quit drinking. There's something kind of like that. And this could be a friend who's trying to kind of like keep you in that energy, be like, well, you know, okay, take a break, but you're not done for good, right? There's something kind of like that. Yeah, and I do see. So whatever this is, you guys have already decided like, okay, I know the way forward. I know a better way of doing this, and I'm going to, yeah, because we have the Magician in reverse, right? Gemini and Virgo showing up now. Whatever this cycle is, it has kept you from creating what you would like. It's not helping anyone. It's not doing anything. You're not getting the results you want. And so there's a sense of, okay, you know, I'm going to let this go. I'm going to try something different. I'll go back to the drawing board. Nine of Swords, because it causes you way more stress than it's worth. You guys already figured this out. And so what you're going to end up seeing this month is how this person reacts. And I feel like you're going to see it very, very clearly. So with Temperance here showing up, the Queen of Cups. Yeah, for some of you, this really is about drinking. The Queen of Cups. And let me see, we have the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Swords. This is interesting. There's that Six of Pentacles reversed at the bottom. A lot of you guys, again, this is about balance, right? This is reciprocity, equal give and take. So a lot of you guys are getting this keen insight and awareness. You're having a breakthrough. You're making a decision. This feels similar to the Knight of Swords kind of energy here. You're making a decision about what would actually make you happy with the Nine of Cups here. There's a sense of like maybe you were doing something because it was comfortable or you were reaching for something. It feels like you guys are getting in touch with what you need in order to be emotionally balanced, in order to be able to go after what you would like. I'm also getting balancing out the, like any kind of self-indulgence with the Nine of Cups, in order to create more stability for yourself in the long term, right? I feel like this is the conversation you're having. These are the choices you're making. You're getting keen awareness and insight. Queen of Cups, of course, is Cancer energy. So there you guys are. You're getting that keen insight and awareness, and you're making those important decisions. Sorry, I have like a little eyelash. You're making those important decisions. Oh, make a wish. Perfect. And I feel like that's a really, really healthy thing. It is bringing you back into balance. A lot of you guys are feeling really good with whatever your choice is by the end of the month. And you're kind of like, all right, cool. It allows you to kind of get a fresh perspective, to feel like, all right, I've got a plan. I can do this. Ace of Swords, right? You know, there's a new mental beginning. There's a breakthrough. And you're like, okay, I've got a plan in place. Let's start taking action. I almost want to clarify this Ace of Swords a little bit, though. You're taking back control of your life. Yeah, the Eight of Swords in reverse. You're taking back control of your life. You're seeing yourself clearly and your needs very clearly. Nine of Pentacles in reverse in order to become more independent, more stable. Page of Swords is in reverse at the bottom. You might be starting to kind of learn some new things. For some of you, you're making different choices when it comes to your education, your career. Some of you are cutting contact with somebody because it's like, I just don't think this is a good idea. Yeah, the Four of Swords when I cut the deck here. So some of you guys are cutting contact with somebody because it's like, this is not a good idea. So, you know, for some of you, this is the person, you're cutting contact with the person we've been talking about. For others, it could be where you're cutting contact with somebody that just doesn't feel like it's a healthy situation for you. And somebody else is the one who's trying to control that. Let's say if you have a toxic relationship with a sibling, you're like, I'm going to go no contact for a while. This could be a parent who's like trying to kind of persuade you in a different direction, right? Again, because maybe this parent, when it hits the fan, this parent comes in, they get to be the savior, right? Yeah, it feels like there's just somebody who's trying to kind of keep things as they are. And then we have this Ace of Pentacles reverse. So a lot of you guys, you are withdrawing an investment in something. You are no longer spending time and energy on it. You are no longer emotionally invested in it as well, right? The Four of Pentacles, you've been holding on. You've been holding on to this. I'm getting the word loyalty was coming through. It's a sense of security. The Six of Wands. The Nine of Wands, I like how it's the hot mess in this deck. And then the Justice in reverse, we have Libra energy here. So a lot of you guys are letting go with the Ace of Pentacles reverse. You're letting go of whatever this is, whatever this path was. Maybe this was the potential, because it feels like maybe there was a small win here, or this used to be successful, or there's the dream of success here. But a lot of you guys have realized that like, it's just not worth the effort. It's not worth the fight, right? In this deck, like I said, it's the hot mess. And so while this is usually the Wounded Warrior card, it's like, I feel like a lot of you guys are just kind of looking at what it's cost you, right? And some of you guys, it's like, whatever this is, it's not off the table entirely, but it's like, you know, for now, it's not worth it to me. It's too much about like throwing you out of balance here, right? It's unhealthy. It feels like, you know, because Justice is karmic lessons, right? We have Libra vibes. We're in Libra season. Because Justice can reflect our karmic lessons, it feels like you guys have come to realize that whatever this thing is, whatever this dynamic is, it's like it's a repeat from the past. It's kind of like, I can't do the same things all over again, right? Like, I feel like I've learned a lesson here. And so you're putting that down. I don't know why. I want to kind of pull a clarifying card for this other individual that was coming through that might try to pressure you to stay in things the way they are. Like, I kind of want to just get more insight. The Knight of Cups reverse. Again, heavy emphasis here on there could like, so all the cups in this deck, you know, have some type of beverage, but a lot of the alcoholic ones keep coming out. So for some of you, this is literally about like quitting drinking, but we have Pisces energy here. It feels like this person, again, is stuck in how things were, and they don't want you to leave. They don't want you to like move on with your life, right? Because then if you're not playing your role, they have to ask themselves who they are, and that's very uncomfortable for them. Page of Wands, we have Aries showing up now. Yeah, it may also kind of trigger them to look at some unhealthy patterns in their own life. The Three of Swords reverse. If you heal, they have to look at themselves and ask why they're not healing, or they have to do that work. Yep, star at the bottom, healing. Aquarius energy popping out here. So if you heal, they have to kind of start looking at self. And so there's kind of a note here from Spirit. I have to sneeze. Just gonna have oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. There's kind of a note here from Spirit to kind of not let this person's healing journey or their hangups, their issues impede your own progress. So that's just something to keep in mind. And I feel like a lot of you guys are going to see that very, very clearly by the end of the month. So let us pull your 3 major overarching love energies for the month ahead, my friends. You guys, my allergies are just like formidable adversaries. Oh, it's this one. Oh, we have the Old Man with inheritance and mail. Some of you might be involved in an age gap relationship, or you have the opportunity to be. The Scales, there we go. Justice, documents. Okay. And the Lion with strength or success. What's at the bottom? Heart, love, new love. All right, so these are what we're going to look at on Patreon. I want to thank you guys so much for spending your time and energy with me today. And I will, for those of you who are going to go check it out, I will see you over there. Wishing you a safe, happy, healthy month ahead. Take care.